Alright folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country. I'm doing Hal Ketchum's song, Yesterday's Gone. It was requested by Roger Blakely. So Roger, shout out to you. Thank you for the suggestion. Let's find out what we've got. If you guys want to make a gift request to the channel, that information's in the description box below, and I get on those requests right away, as long as they fit the theme of the channel of non-pop country. Then I get to them generally within a day, and sometimes that very day depending on timing. But regular requests that I do 9 o'clock in the morning every day. I haven't missed in 7 years that I've been doing the channel. And those are like what you call it, non-gift, or just reactions that I do by suggestion. So let's see what Hal's got for us with Yesterday's Gone. Here we go. Thanks for that, Jeff.
There's a cardigan sweater on an old wooden hanger in the back of the closet at the end of the hall. My grandfather wore it for 35 years. Now he don't wear it at all. He sits in the shade at the end of his journey, in a home for the tired, the old and confused.
Oh boy.
Tell me, where have they hidden the soul of the man I once knew?
Yeah, dementia or Alzheimer's.
There's a faded old photo of a dashing young cowboy, dressed to the nines for a night on the town. It's him in the middle, surrounded by people who lit up when he came around. Where are the angels sent down to protect him? Am I all that's left of his line? Are we two hearts together, the young and the weary, fading one beat at a time? Where is the giant that lived in his body? Where is the mountain that he stood upon? It's hard to believe as I sit here and hold him, how mountains will crumble and yesterday's gone.
So hard. This instrumentation is gorgeous.
There's a corner in heaven for calloused old heroes, a place where a good man can finally rest. Paid for by promises, toil and tears, by a soul who did only his best. We sit here together knowing that trains are coming and heaven's just one stop away. I savor the gift of his hand on my shoulder here at the end of the day. Where is the giant that lived in his body? Where is the mountain that he stood upon? It's hard to believe as I sit here and hold him, how mountains will crumble and yesterday's gone. It's hard to believe as I sit here and hold him, how mountains will crumble and yesterday's gone.
I love the backing here. Oh my gosh. There's some songs that you just The visuals come to mind so clearly. I don't know. Somebody left a comment a few months ago on a song, and I think the song was posted a couple of years ago, but people still get them on their feeds and stuff. But it was like, what? You didn't even comment during that song, whatever the song was. I don't remember what it was. And I'm like, well, in some ways, you can't win. I mean, you can win. The expression you can't win, you certainly can. It's like some people are like, don't stop during the song, ever. Others like, save all your comments to the end of the song, as if you could remember every thought you had during the song. This is one of these songs, though, every so often that just takes you to a whole nother place. The visuals are there. My stepfather died of dementia. And you could just feel what this guy's going through. You could see it. The cardigan ropes you in. I mean, who doesn't have a grandfather who wore a cardigan? And I'm sure some of you could raise your hands and say, I didn't. But you could visualize it even if you didn't. Grandfathers wear sweaters. Grandmothers wear sweaters. It's just kind of what they do at some point in their life, and then they just keep wearing them, and you identify them with that. Or my grandmother used to wear these beige skirts. And of course, down below or slightly below her knees, because that's how, they wore things back then. Boring as could be, that was my grandmother. And that's her stamp. It was her. And cardigans, they're not the most exciting thing. It doesn't matter. That's your grandparents. They're not there to excite you. But when they grow old, it gets kind of sad, in ways. But on the other hand, imagine now the idea that medical advances cause people to live to be 200 years old. And you're like, oh my God, no. What would we even feel like or look like? How many medical procedures would we have to go through to stay there? And do I even want to prolong life that much? And then the population on planet Earth, and where does the food come? Because everybody's living too long, and all these things that could go through your mind about that. Well, prior to the discovery of penicillin, the average worldwide age in industrialized nations was roughly 30. Because some people lived to 50, so they brought the average up. But a lot of people died before the age of 20 or before the age of 10. A kid would get a tooth infection, and it would spread throughout his or her body, and he or she would die. There was no way to stop it. Penicillin comes along, and now people aren't dying of infections. The average worldwide age then pretty rapidly doubled up to about 60. All right. And so what happens is on that, you get some people who live to 100, some people live to 90. A lot of people nowadays live beyond 80. If somebody dies at age 70, we say, oh my gosh, they're dying so young. But here's the consequence of living longer is that you die of things like dementia or osteoporosis, bone disease, bone decay. Different things happen with an aging population. People didn't die of dementia 100 years ago, by and large, because they didn't live long enough to acquire it. So we willingly make that trade-off because we want to live longer, but there are consequences to it, and one of them is people die in nursing homes of dementia. And it's just a very hard way to see somebody go or Alzheimer's, they don't recognize you any longer. And it's just a brutal thing to go through. Then they pass away, and then you remember the good times. Where is that strong man like Hal sang in this song? I have a feeling this is a true story of Hal's. It may not be his. He certainly sang it like it was his own. Maybe he was just doing it in honor of a friend, or maybe his wife's, an in-law, or his father-in-law, or somebody like that. But, I mean, it could have been just a song that he really liked and wanted to sing for that purpose. But that's a song. So Roger, all right, I'll rate this song. I wasn't going to initially, but I'm going to rate the song. I love the way he sang it. I love the instrumentation on this thing. This thing just took me away. And so this was really a work of art and not even a public service announcement. It was just really a work of art about a very sad topic. And that is tough to pull off. So, the number that popped into my head on this was a 9.2. The instrumentation was brilliantly chosen on this one. It was just artistic. It was as close to ideal as you're going to get for a song like this. Anyhow, there you go. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.